Okay, I am live. So, hey, everybody. This is part 4 of my 6-part training 10 ingredients of an irresistible offer. And today we are going to talk about the where. So, let me just do a recap. Well, before we get started, if you're watching this on Facebook, give me a like, say hello if you're here live, or even if you're watching the replay. If you're watching this on YouTube, then please subscribe to my channel and give me a like. So, again, today we are on part 4 of my 6-part training 10 ingredients of an irresistible offer. So, I'm going to do a quick recap. First, what is an offer? Your offer is not your course, it's not your program, it's the promise that you are making to your clients when they go through your course or your program or your coaching package with you. So you're really asking them to do something to get a specific result. That's the offer. There are 3 elements of every irresistible offer that you really need to think about before you start creating your offer or your course or program or whatever format the offer is going to be. And that is this something that I can get a result for my client in the most streamlined way possible? Is my message really, really dialed in? Because your messaging is everything. And then the third thing you want to ask is this something that my ideal clients want? You never want to create something thinking that you're with the intention of convincing them that they need it, right? That they should want it, right? I mean, they have to want it for your offer to be successful. So the way I broke this down is in 6 parts. There are 10 ingredients, but I follow the who, what, when, where, why, and the how. And I'm just going to do a quick recap. Stage 1, so 6 stages, right? But 10 ingredients. Stage 1 is the who, and that is who is your offer for. You really need to get clear on your niche. This is not your ideal client avatar. You're creating your offer for your niche, not your target audience, but that group that has the problem that you solve, that you work with best. And the second ingredient is also a who, and that is who are you to make this offer? This has to do with your expertise, and it's a way to connect with your ideal client by showing them or telling them, remember, we're talking about these are the elements that you will be using in your sales copy, in your emails, wherever. Not all at once, all the time, but yes, on your sales page, you will include all of them. So that second one is really communicating who you are who are you to make this offer? How do I say this? This is your connection story. So you're going to talk about how you came about to create this offer, what you're seeing that's missing in the marketplace, and why you were the one who can help, right? Because you've been there, done that. So that's the second ingredient. The third ingredient and the second category is what? What is the pain and what is the promise? So what is the problem and what is the promise? So the problem has to do with the pain. You don't want to spend too much time in the pain, but you absolutely have to show your ideal clients you understand their pain and you have to address it. But I say focus more on the promise, that possibility, paint a picture of possibility. That's point B. Their pain is point A. That's where they are now. Point B is where they want to be and where they will be after they work with you. So those are both 2 important parts. So ingredient 5 we talked about last week, and that is when. Who, what, when. When do they need your offer? Now, of course, there's no better time than now. I mean, how much longer are they going to stay in their pain before getting help, right? So the when is also, I want you to make sure that you include this if it's a program or a course that's being delivered live. Make sure you state when it starts. Not every offer is going to have a start date. So it's really more important that you really drive home that they need it now, because everybody's in decision fatigue right now, right? I mean, I'm not going to get into this part of why what's going on now in the universe, but we really have to tell our ideal clients that they really need this now. And I don't like to use the word convincing. Convincing has a really pushy energy to it, but you really have to make your case on why you are the one that they need to work with and why they need to do that now. I mean, why stay in the pain any longer, right? So the fourth category and the sixth ingredient, and that's what we're talking about today, is where. Now, where, of course, you're going to tell them that, yes, we are meeting on Zoom, or this is a workshop and we're meeting somewhere, but that's the details. I'm not here to talk about those minute details. I'm here to talk about the bigger picture and the way you're going to write your copy that's persuasive, right? So where in this case is really understanding where your ideal client is in their process or in their problem. For example, if you work with moms, right? Do you work with moms who have a newborn and they don't know what to do with that newborn? They're brand new moms, right? Or are they moms of a newborn who doesn't sleep? Totally different vibe, right? Totally different situation. Are you working with a mom who has a toddler, right? Still a mom, still a parent, still having difficulty with raising a child in some respect, but at different points on the journey. Does that mom have teenagers, right? And where in that process of raising the teenager is she, right? Is it getting the teenager to listen? Is it understanding the teenager? So that's one example. I'm going to use me as an example, right? Because I work with a lot of business coaches, and my high-end offer, and it's not that high-end, but it is the offer that I want to drive my clients to, and that is the Goddess Way to Six Figures Mastermind. So it's a different mindset, right? To be an entrepreneur who is stuck at five figures. You know how to get clients. You've gotten clients. You may have been at six figures at one time, and you're stuck and you're doing too much. You are on the hamster wheel. This is a much different mindset and a much different situation than working with a newbie entrepreneur who really just isn't stuck in those areas. She might be stuck in not knowing where to find clients. Somebody who's on their way to six figures knows where to find clients and knows how to get clients. So different points on the journey. I like to use the example of a weight loss coach who, because I had a client who specialized in helping women lose weight when they had 30 pounds to lose. She didn't want to work with anyone who had 100 pounds to lose. She didn't want to work with anybody who had 5 pounds to lose. Her messaging and everything she talked about was to that person who wants to lose weight but needs 30, is in a space where she wants to lose 30 pounds. And there's reasons why 30 pounds is a crucial number, right? You you have to understand that. So when, I mean, face it, so many people want to lose weight. And this is why there are so many weight loss coaches. But your program isn't going to be for everybody. And you have to understand where your person is. Has she tried everything? Has she already lost 30 pounds and gained it back? Is she, tired of starving herself? Is she not a person who likes to exercise? Because if your program involves a lot of physical activity, you have to make sure that you're speaking to people who are willing to do that physical activity. So, where is your person on their journey? And it goes back to this, it's never somebody on the entire journey, right? It's really at a particular place in that journey, because you're getting very, very specific in your copy and in your messaging, and really holding the picture of your ideal client avatar in your mind, right? Your niche is the group of people that you solve, the segment of society that your program is for, and you have to understand your niche, but you also have to understand your ideal client. And the ideal client and niche are different. Your ideal client is within your niche, but that's the person that you're actually holding in your vision as you write your copy, as you create your modules for your course and your live program, that sort of thing. So that's it for today. Again, give me a like. I'd love to hear your comments. Give me some feedback. And I will be back next time with part 5 of this series. Be sure to check the comments too below, because I have a free gift for everybody. I'm also creating a masterclass that I'm running shortly in a few weeks. So depending on when you're watching this, you may have missed it if you're watching the replay. I believe it's scheduled right now for October 21st. So I hope to see you there. We're going to continue this conversation, and we're going to talk about a lot of other things. So until then, peace.